Okay, we're on to adjectives or adjectivi. And we are a little bit past halfway on our grammar pyramid, so that's awesome. Keep up the good work and let's move ahead. Okay, so adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective or un aggettivo is a word that describes a noun. It must match in gender and number with the noun or pronoun it's describing, at least in Italian, okay, it must match. For example, the red wine. So if our sentence, or if our phrase, I should say, is the red wine, okay, red would be our adjective and wine is the noun it's describing. And in Italian, il vino is our noun and rosso would be our adjective. Okay, or if you want to say the little girl, girl would be our noun and little is describing girl. Okay, so little is our adjective, or la ragazza would be our noun and piccola is our adjective. Do adjectives come before or after the noun in Italian? Well, in English, adjectives generally come before the noun, i.e., the red car, the fat man, etc. In Italian, adjectives generally come after the noun, i.e., la macchina rossa, l'uomo grasso, etc., especially when it's being used for contrast or emphasis. Okay, so in our example up here, okay, so red comes before the noun wine in English, but it comes after the noun in Italian. Okay, same thing here. Little comes before the noun, but piccola would come after la ragazza. Okay, not in every instance, but in most. So there are instances where it comes before the noun, i.e., when using adjectives like bello, bravo, brutto, or buono, but don't worry too much about this as a beginner. Okay, so if you're gonna, choose if it comes before or after, at least when you're starting out, just put it after the noun. And then when you become more familiar with which words come before the nouns, then you can play around with that, okay? So note, when using a linking verb like essere, which means to be, or a sense verb like sembrare, for example, which means to seem, the adjective, I can't say it, goes after the verb, just like in English. Okay, so for example, if you want to say in English, he is rich, you'd say lui è ricco in Italian. Okay, or that wine is white, quel vino è bianco. They seem happy, loro sembrano felici. Okay, so these all translate pretty much directly, word for word. Okay, so like this last one here, they seem happy, loro sembrano felici. Okay, so you just keep them in the same order, just like in English. Okay, so that should make things a little bit easier, at least in some cases.